Alrighty, Lumberjacks, welcome back to another single-player episode. So this time around, what are we gonna do? We were gonna load the truck up, I think. I still haven't got a chance to get the other trailer together that I had planned. So I'm planning on making a red trailer, so it'll be similar to this one, but, you know, red. And, yeah, I think it'll be fun because it'll have... Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to figure out where to park this thing. Let's park this, like, right here. It'll have a red trailer, but it's going to have 2 bunks instead of 3. So it's going to have 2 wider bunks, I guess. Well, it won't be much wider than these, but it'll be 2 instead of having 3. So I'll space them out accordingly so that we can have 2 nice loads on there. I think it'll work out actually pretty good. So we're going to be using the Dangle loader today to dangle our goodies. That sounded inappropriate. To dangle our loads onto the trailer. That'll be good. Let's drop all our stabilizers. Nice and high in the air. Lift up that thing. And there we go. So these we tried to pencil pretty nicely, I think, last time, but we'll see how well that plays out. Actually, we will need a pretty thumbnail, too. So let's get one of those. Oops. Slightly intoxicated with my abilities here. Oh, that's a nice picture. Look at that. Scenic and everything. Alright. Enough with the scenic. Let's get some loads on some trucks here now. So these ones are 4s. I think we did 5s last time, so we'll see how the 4s settle on here. So we do have lots of room with 4s. We actually have lots of room with 5s too. But we have even more room with 4s. So if there's a little bit of discrepancy with the load, then it's a lot easier for us to play with. So like I was saying before, if I have 5s, I actually still have enough room. If you had anything like 6s, you would definitely need to pencil every one of these grabs, or else it would probably be all over the place. There we go. Turn that light on. Oh my god, look how bright it is with that light on. It's crazy. Let's scoop some of these bad boys out of there. Oops, whoa, easy way. There we go. I wonder if I can just cinch that up a little bit more. Let's see. Close enough. We're kind of reaching with this pile here now. That's a heck of a grab. I'm surprised they're not just puking out the bottom yet. Oh, they started. You see that? We just caught it just in time. Let's see if we can make this settle here. There we go. The key is to caress it ever so gently. Also sounding inappropriate, but true. There we go. I think we can fit a teeny little grab on there. Let's get these ones, actually. These little guys just hanging out here. You gentlemen shall fill the tiny little void on this trailer. Good enough for 1 bunk. Just lock it up, pull it ahead a bit. I'm pretty close to this pile behind me too, so I might grab some more off there. I'm just actually going to see if I can back this guy straight up here. Yeah, I think I'll be alright. I don't think I can reach any more from this pile. Well, maybe a little bit. Not much though. Oh, there we go. We got a little bite. Please stay on there. I see they're kind of slipping to that one edge there. Don't fall off, don't fall off. Oh yeah, just made it. Beautiful. Let's see if we can rearrange these a little bit. There we go. Good enough. And we'll come back for that pile, but we got this nice big juicy pile right behind us to chew from here. And we'll get those on there. I do love loading. Loading is like my favorite thing to do. So yeah, we have to do that. Okay, let's grab from. I wonder if I should start at the front. I usually like to take one bite out of the middle, and then once it gets low enough, start at the front. Kind of keep working my way down. If you take one bite, if you keep taking bites from the front, it just falls, and then once it starts to fall, the logs will sometimes turn sideways on you, which is a big old pain in the butt because you don't want that. Also, when filling a trailer, I usually try to fill the back to the front of the bunk, if you know, applicable, if you can do it, just because then you can see how much space you have between the bunks. If you start filling it lopsided from the front first, then you kind of ruin your view for the back. You don't know how much you can drop back there. It's all about perspective, man. It's all about perspective. Let's see if I can make this drop. Problem with missized logs, just can't really line them up very nice. Like I said, we could do size sorting, but that'd be kind of brutal, I think. On some of the newer maps, like the Timber Trail map, the logs are a lot more reasonably sized. They're not like, you don't get ones that are like 500, you know, diameter and then go down to like a 2. It's all pretty consistently medium sized or smaller wood, which is good because you get a lot more out of it. Just takes a lot more work to cut it. That's the problem. Lots of people want me to build a map that has just giant trees, like only big ones, so that they can fill trailers like super fast. So I might make one just for fun. Like I said, I'm kind of right at the point right now where I don't want to make any more maps until 2019 comes out, because their map editor removes a lot of restrictions that were on the other one. So I'd be able to make some pretty fantastic maps with lots of different textures, lots of different terrain types. Kind of excited for that possibility. So I have like really cool ideas for maps, and I'm like, oh man, I really want to make this like right now. But I have a feeling like I want to save that idea for when I know I can make it really nice. As opposed to now where I can give you guys a version of it, but it won't be quite as good, and it feels like, you know, you waste your time. And I'm not the kind of person who likes to build something and then, you know, a game comes out and then try to rebuild it the same way. I'd rather make a one and done good version of something, just to kind of change it up. Same reason I didn't really remake a lot of those maps. Like, everybody was like, oh, why didn't you remake the old maps from 2015 onto 2017? And I was just like, well, first of all, you know how much of a pain in the ass it is to try to duplicate an old map? Like, it's like, oh, trying to find areas. I mean, you can make them close, but it's just, oh, I just hate it. I know it's memorabilic and stuff like that, but yeah, no, I didn't like that at all. So that, and I kind of like to leave it. Like, you know, if I have a map for 2017, I want that to be special for 2017. Like, I want that to be a memory for that. Like, I want, if I'm making a new game or working on a new game, like 2019, I want it to be something special for that game, you know, like the mod that made it that mod for that particular thing, you know. I don't know. Everybody's got their own ways of doing things, I guess. I'm actually going to work out of this pile, I think. Oops, I just turned my machine off. There we go. Okay. Did they get her balanced there? I mean, it's not going to take much more to fill this guy up. I mean, she's pretty well right at the hinges here, so we just got to get at least another grab on there or so, and we should be good. is... Yeah, she's pretty close. Oops, I should probably unlock it. We'll unlock it. Throw another couple of shrimps on the bobby here, and we should be good to go. What's going on here? There we go. Sure. There we go. Perfect. Throw this in here. Beauty. Okay. So that's pretty much a load. So we're just going to leave that there for now. Put that bucket like that. Perfect. Turn that light off. So what we're going to do... I'm going to bring this actually to the mill and we'll park it. Alright. Let's get a roll on. Bring this sucker down there. Okay, because I haven't actually tested this truck with a full load on it yet, so I'm kind of curious to see how it's going to handle. It seems to be handling really well, actually. Once we get to these faster speeds, that's when you really tell how well it's handling. Oh man, you can almost see through the seat there. It's weird. Almost. Yeah, handles sort of alright, I guess. Good enough for me. Now our other trailers got kind of removed here, so we're going to call that stall good. And then maybe we'll start over here. These stalls are actually a little bit long, or a little bit short for these trailers, so they're going to stick out a bit. I thought that beeping would be a good idea. Maybe it'll just get really annoying. Nah, actually, it reminds me of work, so it doesn't bother me anymore. There we go. We got ourselves a load. Okay, I'm going to hook another trailer on, bring it back out there, and that'll be the end of this one, I think. Where is it? This one. And hopefully in one of these episodes I can bring in the feller buncher for some testing, because that one's almost ready to roll. Almost ready for a test. And we'll hook onto this guy. Finish off our next pile there. At least one more forwarder load, and then, yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see what we get to after that. Man, we got quite the pile happening in there. That's what happens when you sell all your trailers and the logs are still attached. So yeah, I'm gonna build that 8-meter trailer, but I don't think we'll get to that one right away, just because I do want to get this stuff cleaned up. So we'll cut enough with that processor on the next couple episodes to get, you know, at least another truck's worth. I'll see how much we fill the truck up with what's left here, and then we'll bring at least one more load with the forwarder that's out there. So I'd say that's, you know, at least partial truckload there for sure. What's there now? Let's see if we can make this sucker crawl right in here. There we go. And we'll go like that and back it up this hill a little bit here. I'm actually gonna rearrange this guy here. There we go. Let's park her about there. Or maybe a little bit more. There you go, right about there. Okay. So yeah, we'll leave it there. Like I said, we'll throw that on there in the next episode along with this pile here. And we'll bring out that forwarder load that we got out there and see how much that gives us. Should be enough for a full trailer, and then maybe we'll call it quits on the 4 meters, switch to 8s. Hopefully by then I have a new trailer for you. And yeah, we'll pull with the truck and try out the new forwarder to do some side loading, see how that goes. I haven't really done a lot of that, so I think it'll be an interesting experience for everybody. So Anyway, thanks for watching. If you guys liked the video, leave a like. Don't forget to leave a comment or a question, something of interest. And if you haven't subscribed, well, I don't know what's wrong with you, but you definitely should, so hit it up. Alright guys, we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.